Hello everyone, welcome to another video of me doing this garden utility space. The last video you saw that we got all the roof trusses on and stood up, and what I'm going to do now is just connect this smaller roof into this main roof. It's very similar to a video I did when I showed how I'm cutting lay boards and jack rafters, so it's pretty much identical, and this is a perfect little one as well. I'm not going to go into too much detail. There's a few things that I didn't do in the last one that I'm going to show you that I've done in this one, and the first one is the run of trusses is much longer here, this smaller roof. So as you can just see there, what I've done in this instance, I think on the last video there was just 3, so I eyed them through, but this is a longer run. So what I've done is I put a nail in that ridge and I've pulled a line all the way through, and what that does is helps me get, if I just try and get up here, so what that then does, if I then pull it straight, is, you can see that? Yeah, is I line it up with the ridge, look, there, line the string up with the ridge, there we go, and then obviously follow the line down, and, oh God, what, see it, look, my hand's in the way, let's try that. So yeah, look, I've lined it up with the ridge, it's a bit high, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed and show you at the same time, and then as the string line comes through, I can just put a little mark there, and that gives me the centre of the ridge, nice and accurate. So that's that done. I've put these 2 noggins in and I've cut my ridge, so I'm just going to fix those now, and then we can have a look at sighting the lay boards in. Lovely. Yep, just one in there for now. So I've marked and cut one lay board, and now what I'm going to do, because I need a pair, is I'm just going to lay it down on top of this other piece of timber here, mark it, and then cut both lay boards and put those both in, get them fixed, and then we can mark out the jacks and cut those. Nice. Lovely. So that's both those lay boards in. Now I can just mark out, as I did in my previous video. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out. Now what I'm going to do is mark out for the jacks, cut those and fit those, and we can move on to the next bit. Same other side. 12. Lovely. Take some measurements. 430. $10.84. Just out of interest. Nice. Get those cut. See that? Right, let's get those fixed in. So there we go. Lovely, cute little set of jack rafters, lay boards and ridge board. I'll wait to see what the roof is doing, what the roof covering is going to be before I think about nogging up the valleys. But yeah, very satisfying, done that little job there. So I think what we're going to do next is have a look at framing out these gable ends to continue doing the boarding. Superb, lovely. So I know I've said it before, but I get great satisfaction out of doing little bits of infill like this. I really don't like the diminishing trusses that the truss manufacturers normally supply, so I ask for this to come loose fill. It's really satisfying when it goes in there. That's only small, but it's a real cutie, and it connects the smaller roof to the main roof really nicely. So as I said, what I've done is got my level and plumbed the line up from these studs in the stud wall below, and plumbed up. And what I've done is cut bits of material in between the elements of the truss, and so they're all at 600s. I've put this one actually on edge the other way, just because that's the longest one, so that just makes that nice and stiff. So yeah, I'm more than happy with how that's going to go. And then the next job will be to put the membrane on it and carry the boarding all the way up to the top here. I'll leave it slightly short of the top, and then I'm going to put like a spacer piece on the top here that the boarding will come up to the underside of, and then my barge board will clip over the lot of it, fixed to this packer piece on the top and through the face of the boarding. And that just makes that nice and neat. And then obviously the last thing will be the roofer's undercloak will sit over there. So yep, just got to do the same on the other side now. That's that end done as well. So you see what I did was got these small bits of timber, laid them up the face of the truss and just drew down behind them, and it makes them really, really accurate. So I've used, apart from sort of one or two full lengths which are part of the ladders that we don't use anyway, I've used virtually no additional timber, or having to buy any timber I should say, to go in this gable end. So as I said with the other end, what we can do now is put the membrane on that, and the next job for that will be boarding.